Let's get Marjorie Taylor Greene on the show, please.
That'd be amazing, yeah.
These people already all hate me. Who cares? She's not going to come on. She's too hot right now because, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene's future is now in the hands of a group of House Republicans who are deliberating whether to punish the Georgia Congresswoman for extreme comments she made before winning her seat. What did the bitch say? What did she even say? I use bitch endearingly, by the way, if you're a female listener. Please relax.
Let's see what she did. I mean, I thought they were just mad because she believed in Q. Oh, she mocked Parkland survivor in Unearthed Video, an idiot who was trained like a dog.
Is that funny? That might be funny.
Jesus.
First of all, she's wearing a mask that says Trump won. Already I'm laughing. Keep going down. We just saw the quote. Keep going up. Keep going up.
Oh, here it is.
I confronted David Hogg twice and he ran away from me. She said, he is very trained. He's like a dog. He's completely trained. Why is that bad to say? Is he not, like, savvy? I mean, she goes, he's trained. I don't know. Is that bad? I mean, I guess people are upset about it.
She also said he's an idiot who only talks when he is scripted in 2019.
That's her opinion. But these kids, again, this is like there's no criticism ever supposed to be leveled at these kids ever for any reason. I'm not defending Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's probably a retard, but I don't care. She makes me laugh. Mm-hmm. A lot of people in Congress are idiots. She won't get anything done. She's too busy, like, hunting for, you know, the fucking treasure from the fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark. You're worried about Marjorie? You should hope everybody in Congress was Marjorie Taylor Greene. Inept fools. That's what I never understood. We want capable demons. No, you want this moron. Marjorie Taylor Greene. God, I'd love to have her on the program. She might come on, too. I'd be nice to her, too. Because it's funny to me to just let it rip, hon. Just let it rip.
Yeah.
I'm not here to fact check. Let it rip. You want a drink?
Yeah.
Light her a cig. Take that Valium. Let it rip. Right. What do you got to say? You got anything to say? Marge? Call her Marge. Marge, what do you have to say? I confronted David Hogg twice and he ran away from me. I'm looking at this idiot David Hogg leading these girls who are clueless, absolutely clueless, into giving up the greatest thing that protects them. And as an American woman, I know that. Every woman in the world would love to have the rights I have. You're trying to get rid of the right to protect yourself from being abused, from being raped, from being taken over by a tyrannical government. I'll go with you on the first two. I'll give you the first two. I'll give you abused and raped. Okay. She's a little bit of a wackadoodle. Now, what's the Q stuff? Let's get up some of the Q stuff.
So she's into Q, yeah.
But what has she said about Q? I don't know. Listen, it's pretty standard Republican talking points when it comes to guns, seemingly.
Yeah, I want to find a direct quote from her because everyone just says she's into Q, but I haven't seen, like...
I'm sure she is. I'm disappointed as hell if she ain't. Should we take over QAnon, by the way? I feel like there's a lot of people out there that need direction. Should Gary Vaynerchuk take over QAnon? Someone needs to take over Q.
Someone needs to. It's true.
Someone needs to go into Q and take it over. Should Dave Portnoy take over QAnon and get them all to start trading stock? Should Day Trader Dave take over the Q movement? I think so. Someone's got to take over QAnon. It's going to be me, Dave Portnoy, Gary V. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of retards just waiting for the answer. Someone's got to give it to them. Someone's taking over Q. It's going to be someone. I'm telling you. Someone's going to buy Q because Q stock is dipped. Buy the dips. Buy the dips.
Right.
So you got to buy Q now. Q is tanking. Buy it, and then let's get a rally going. Q was really, really high when Epstein was rearrested. That was like a 24-month high for Q stock. That was the high. Now it's like, man, it's rough. The fundamentals are bad. And this is what? Is this?
So this is a QAnon expert saying she's really deep into Q right
Okay,
here.
but let's see what that means, because who knows what that means? I don't trust any of these people.
Let's see what he has to say.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, how significant do you think she is, and is she actually benefiting from all this attention?
Well, I think she is significant in the sense that
I hate him. Let me tell you why I hate Kevin Roos at the New York Times. Let me tell you my problem with him before he speaks. Let me tell you my problem with this guy. First of all, put some cortisone on your face. Secondly, this is the guy who wrote Young Money about Young Wall Street. Tim Dillon emails Kevin Roos, says, come on a program. I read your book and I enjoyed it. I want to talk about it. He emails me back and goes, I'm too busy.
That's it?
Yeah. He goes, he was kind of nice about it. Okay, we'll get the email up. Try to find a Kevin Roos email. But I mean, too busy. What are you talking about? I could get Steve Bannon on. At the time, he was like Trump's chief of staff.
Right.
It's like, let's see if I could find the actual email from Kevin Roos. This is my problem with a lot of these. Here we go. Ready? Kevin, my name is Tim Dillon. I'm a comedian who has a podcast in the eye. This was July 29th, 2017, which was, I'm lying about all this. Kevin, I'm a comedian who has a podcast in the iTunes Comedy Top 100. Maybe it was in there then. I don't know. I was recently named one of Rolling Stone's comics to watch. That was true. If you want a full bio, you can check out my site. Anyway, I loved Young Money. Incredibly fascinating world. Wanted to know if you would like to be a guest to discuss it and any other projects you may be working on. We have a studio in the East Village, but can also conduct interviews through Skype. Let me know if there's something you'd be interested in doing. Kevin Roos. Hey, Tim, thanks for the kind words. I'm going to have to pass on the podcast with regrets. It's a crazy time, and I barely have time to eat and sleep, but good luck with all your projects. What? What are you talking about? This is the problem with establishment media figures. They don't want to lower themselves to being on a podcast, but it's like I could get people that have sold 10 times. You might hate Ann Coulter. She sold 10 times the books this guy has. She'll show up. You won't show up? What do you mean you barely have time to eat and sleep? What the hell are you doing? You're talking about QAnon and Marjorie Taylor Greene? That takes all the time out of your day? What are you saying? So that's my issue with him. And he's a little bit of a hysteric. But let's see. And I will hold that grudge, but keep going.
Sort of dyed-in-the-wool QAnon believer that we have seen in elected office and certainly at the national level. I mean, I think it's important to understand, like, belief in QAnon exists on a spectrum. Like, you have the beliefs that I call like QAnon light, which is, you know, stuff like the election was stolen and blah, blah, blah. And then you have this sort of hardcore, deep in the rabbit hole QAnon beliefs. And she's like all the way at that end. I mean, there are videos of her saying that she believes that, you know, the wildfires were set by this thing called a directed energy weapon. That's a big conspiracy theory that it was planned by the government. She believes that there's a video of Hillary Clinton killing a child, and that this video was found on Anthony Weiner's laptop. I mean, these are like not the entry level QAnon beliefs. This is like AP QAnon, someone who is dedicated to studying this stuff. And I think it's really disturbing that she is, you know, is in a position of authority now. At the same time, I think that
will she do a podcast if people ask her? Will she show up, or does she have no time because she has no time to eat and sleep? What do you think, Kevin? You think she'll do a show when somebody's trying to hawk their book? I'm trying to sell your book for you, and you won't do that. But you have time to research. You have time to watch Marjorie Taylor Greene talk about direct energy weapons, but no time to do the program. No time to do the program, Kevin Roos. What's that about? No time to come on? He probably thinks I'm going to QAnon.
Really astute. I think she is benefiting from this attention. She is, you know, doing a lot of what we saw Donald Trump do for 4 years, which is say outrageous things, use it to get attention, and watch the sort of contributions and the support roll in. I mean, she's been raising money off of these controversies. And so I think we in the media have to be really careful to sort of not to amplify, not to play into her hands by giving her the attention that she clearly is using to her advantage.
So that's QAnon expert.
Yeah. By the way, As Kevin Roos somehow styled himself a QAnon expert, which is more embarrassing than believing in it. It's much more embarrassing. Secondly, they also go, we shouldn't give her any oxygen or attention. By the way, they did a whole segment on it on a national news show. So these people are like almost worse than anything they claim to like. Hey, it's like, it's truly like, you want to talk about the ineptitude of these people. And I do hold that. I still hold the grudge. They didn't come on the show because it's kind of a scummy thing to do. I might email him back and go, hey, dummy, I am Q. Someone needs to take the QAnon movement to the next level. Someone needs to reframe the QAnon movement. It's less now about cannibalism and it's more about holding the line. Let's get QAnon's energy redirected into AMC stock quick. I'm getting beaten. I'm getting scalped here. Can we get QAnon into AMC like tomorrow morning, please? Can we do that? Can we get on 4chan and connect fucking beating George Soros to buying AMC at opening bell? I'd really appreciate that. I'm getting filleted. Where's Dave Portnoy? I need help. I'm getting shellacked in this thing. I can't even get it. Portnoy's on every nuke. Can you get me on? Can I talk to Chris Cuomo, that meatball retard? I can't get on anything. I didn't go in with $1 million. I went in with like 20 grand. I'll tell that to the Patreon. I got 20K in. I'm down a little bit. Not horrible. Like 3-4 grand. But I think I'm going to get murdered. And Portnoy's, and God love him because he's got the Barstool Fund. He's doing good things, but he's used it to like propel himself into the media consciousness. And I'm just sitting here about to get fucking thrashed on this thing to do what? Megyn Kelly's show, which I'm doing what, tomorrow?
Yeah.
And God love her. What's that convo going to be like, me and her?
They haven't done any pre-interviews, so I don't even know what they want to talk about.
God only knows. I hope she just tells me I'm brilliant. And I go, I agree. I'm just going to be eating a McGriddle in my backyard. Man, that's an interesting story, huh? She was like the news anchor, and now she's just interviewing me in my backyard while I eat choke down a McGrid. She said, what are you eating? I'm like, I'm eating a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle. What's your next question? This is journalism. But she got 60 mil. She got 60 big ones. What does she care? That Lex Friedman interview is great.
Yeah, I love Lex. Yeah.
It's great. It's 6 hours because he takes 6 minutes to ask each question, but I love him. Now you are a comedian. Comedy, I've always felt, is really important. What would you say? I mean, it's just like, you're just trying to like, I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to stay in this, but he's great. He's a genius. I can't even believe he's talking to me. And everyone says he's a genius. I don't know if he's a genius. I'm sure he is a genius. What does he do? He's a coder?
Yeah, for AI. Yeah.
Wait, what? So what does that even mean?
So like
Does anyone have to ask credentials anymore? Do anybody know if everyone goes, Eric Weinstein's a genie. Does anyone know why? What, is there anything they've done? No, truly, because all they do is talk. Is there anything they've built? Is there one appliance that they have anything to do with? Have they come up with something even like the Rotato, which peels and slices a potato as you could? Like, is there one thing any of them have done except whack off Elon Musk and talk? I'm literally asking. And I love them all. And I don't, but I do. But whatever. They're funny. But I mean, can I ask? Because I always shit on Gary Vee. And then you got these people that are all geniuses. And we're not supposed. And you can't find a thing they do. What is their job? What is any of their jobs?
To do research.
Into what? Why and who? Where? Where's the what? They all do research all day.